Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News in the normal setting. We are back in Ohio after a great trip to Florida. We have a ton of people in the chat. There's 15 people watching right now. What's up, everybody? We're going to talk about everything going on in the past week in BMX News. We got to shout out some people in the chat. Travis Keir, Kevin Jackson, Andrew Peterson, Kirk, Taco Slurpees, Dennis Hornback, Jeff Mead on his way to Ohio right now. Sean Chambers in the chat. What is up? So let's get right on into the news this week. The first thing that we have to talk about is pretty unfortunate, but I want to talk about it first so that anybody who might be able to help can do that. So first things first, Dylan McCulley and Jared Duncan. I don't know 100%, but I'm assuming that Jared and Dylan were in the same car. I mean, I could be dumb for not just assuming that, but both were in a car accident April 1st, and there's GoFundMe's up for both of them. I don't know the extent of their injuries, but from what you can read, it's pretty serious, and there's GoFundMe's up for both of these guys. So if you guys can help, they're linked in the description below, both of them. First two links in the description, and if you're watching this live, they will be there directly after the stream. But everything everyone has to say about these dudes is all super positive, and if you can help. It sucks when these things happen. It sucks that two dudes who are absolute shredders have to have something like this to be able to just survive, essentially. So if you can help, do so. That being said, Swampfest went down this past weekend. And if you weren't there, if you were one of the people commenting, oh, there's nobody there, nobody showed up, troll, you missed out. It's an amazing time. If there was 100 people there, if there was 2,000 people there, it literally was an amazing time. What's up, Travis Schramm? First, we've got highlights from day one from our BMX. Day one was awesome. Everything that could happen outside happened outside, because Saturday, day two, it rained all day long. They got everything done that could be done outside, or that needed to be done outside, like the rail ride, this serial bowl jump, the tunnel, the fast and loose bowl. All of that stuff happened on Friday, and it was awesome. And in all honesty, in my point of view, I think having it be a 2-day event where events go down on Friday and Saturday made for more stuff that could happen. Less stuff had to be crammed into one day, and it felt like an even better time. So if you were there, you know. If you weren't, you missed out. There's so many videos, though, to catch up on. Cult had a video from Swampfest. I did an interview with Vish, a camera check. We talked about all the cameras that he used to film this video. So that will be coming out probably sometime. It's going to come out sometime this week. Then we've got GT's Swampfest video. They had a GT box and quarter pipe set up there, which was pretty awesome to see, and a lot of GT riders were there as well. Then our BMX had their full recap video from everything that went down at Swampfest. Roller coaster rail was crazy. Just watch the videos. Then we had Swamp Women. The Bloom BMX had a couple people filming down there, put together some clips. I don't know why Trey is back on Cult. I did not ask. Then we got Diggs Swampfest video. So a lot of this stuff is different angles on a lot of the same things that happened. So if you want to see everything, chances are if you watch all those videos, you'll see pretty much everything that went down. And if you were there in person, it was almost impossible to see everything that happened. So moving on from there, I did a couple of the Asking BMX Icons videos. 2 of them are out already. What was your first real BMX bike is out, and is it crank flip or kickflip is out. And since this crank flip kickflip video has come out, I may have changed my perspective on this question, because there's different ways of doing crank flips, kick flips, whatever you want to call it. For example, if you use your front foot to pull it backwards, it's kind of a crank flip. But if you use your back foot to kick it, then it's kind of a kick flip. So I may make a video follow up on this. Either way, though, these are super entertaining. Calvin Kosovich saying that his first real BMX bike was a kink, and Van Homan being like, really? Really? Here, let's just listen.
No,
Bike. You can stay in here.
call it a... No, first BMX bike, I'm going to say the first BMX bike was a kink Defender, which is like...
Oh, come
Dude,
on.
no, it was.
For real?
Yes, like the first legit bike.
He's
legit bike.
16.
And everything else before that was like a Walmart bike.
That's just too convenient. My
No,
first bike was
right.
a Fit Series 1.
Was it really?
It was so awesome walking around Swampfest and talking to all of these people. There's so many huge names in these. Calvin Kosovich, Tom Creasy from Source, Van Homan, Dan Collar, Nathan Williams, Steve Crandall, Ratty Matty, Gustavo, who's on GT. If you don't know him, look him up because he's crazy. Eddie Cuella, Marcel, Jay Rowe from Kink, Shane Leeper, Seth Allen, Poor Homie Rich, Preston Oakert, Matt Copeland, Robbie Morales, and Ronnie Bonner, Vish, Aaron Simone, Bill Nitschke, Dave Volker, Spencer Forsman, Chad, Chuck Goldie, and Ben Ward. So many people. There's a lot more coming too. There's 3 or 4 more of these question videos coming, and a bunch of interviews, plus the riding that I got to do after Swampfest at different skate parks. And I even got to do a bike check with Matt Copeland. Spencer Forsman videos as well. It's going to be good. Next up, Next Generation Jam going down April 23rd at the Wheel Mill. This is always a great event. It's so much fun. And I like going out there, just hanging out and documenting the day. And since I didn't get to go to Winter Welcome Jam, I'm going to try my best to go to Next Generation Jam. And if you have someone local to you who's a young shredder who could kill it at this jam and have fun with all the younger shredders, show them this, take them there. Have a good time. Next up, the videos from this week, starting with shortest, going to longest. We have a video with Mickey Fleck called Some Loud from Primo. This one's pretty short, just under 2 minutes long. Check it out. Mickey Fleck is on a tear in BMX and killing it. Then we've got a trailer for the F It All full-length video featuring Tom Dugan, Jordan Hango, Van Homan, Justin Spree, Ethan Corrier, Matt Nordstrom, Austin Augie, Corey Nastasio, Max Miller, Mikey Andrews, the one they call Milky, Nick Bonnell, Marcus Hoyt, Kurt Perkins, Riley, Nico Badet, Colton Knudsen, and more. Filmed and edited by Justin Benthian. I don't watch trailers, but you can. And with a lineup like that, you'd know the video is going to be sick. And I want to see what Van Homan brings to the table. He's still killing it. It's amazing. What's up, JDA? Shout out to the members in the chat. Thoughts on making Swampiest? What's Swampiest? Less muddy. It's not possible. Unless it just doesn't rain leading up to Swampfest, it's not possible. There was a jam in Denver. The Grind Wheel 100 Beer Party jam video highlights right here if you want to check it out. Then we got a video with Jesse LeSommer called Future Nostalgia. This video is for Dickies. I didn't realize that Dickies was supporting BMX riders, so this could be good for us. Portugal, Greece, England, France, lots of places in this one. Check it out if you want to. Is the trailer leftovers or spoiler alert? Honestly, I don't know. Probably spoiler alert. I don't watch trailers because I don't want to be spoiled for anything. I don't know if I'll ever watch the full video, but I don't want to be spoiled if I do. Then we got a video from Fly called Islas. Oh, there's more of Spencer and I riding together. I filmed the video of just our session because that's what I always do. Then we played a game of bike, and then I had Spencer ride my bike and do brake tricks. He's only supposed to do, or only had to do for the video 5, but he did 7. So look forward to that. He killed it. This video features Ruben Rubio Rodriguez and Rich Forn put this one together. It's another video over Barcelona, Malaga, Tenerife. I don't know how you say that one. Not gonna lie, I'm still pretty tired. But next up, we got a video from Deadbread and Trent Lutzk called Scenic. They're getting a bit longer here. This video is exactly 5 minutes long. And then after this, if you want a longer video, this is the one you're going to want to check out. So next up, we've got Quasar from Fast and Loose. They premiered this video at Swampfest, and it was fantastic. It's got Corey Walsh, Matt Cordova, Chris Fox, Jason Watts, Paul Tolan, Josh freaking Dove. Who would win in a fight, Spencer or Chad? I don't think Spencer would fight back. But if forced to fight back, I feel like Spencer might win. I don't know. Josh Clemens, Dennis Anderson, Gary Young, and many, many more. This video was great. It's over 20 minutes long. Fast and Loose videos always bring the hype. They're just fast-paced, loose, fast and loose. That being said, let's move into some product stuff from this week. So Angie Marino has a new shoe. Does this bring it up? New shoe colorway from Vans. It's a high top shoe. It's got some flowers on it. It's a antique. Ooh, interesting. Did you let the Fast and Loose crew know you refused to watch? Listen, I don't want to talk about it. The bottom of the shoe is also the flower. There's also a t-shirt right here. You can check it out. Okay, that's definitely not a t-shirt. That's a boxy tee. And then a boxy hoodie. Fits Angie's style. She's got her name stitched into it. And check it out if you want to. Next, some BMX product. So we've got Felix Prangenberg's Storm Fork promo for Eclat. This is a 15 millimeter fork. And this promo, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, and if you watch it or you've seen it, you'll be able to let me know if you agree. This feels like the inspiration for it was an Apple commercial. It really felt like you were watching an Apple commercial watching this. Tons of pictures and views of the fork, though, in its colorways and the information. So it was a really good promo video, and Felix's riding's on point. He's up rail over whip to fakie. Pretty nuts. Then we got a promo video from We the People for their hybrid free coaster. This one features Steven Atencio doing tons of free coaster moves, and it's only a minute long. The previous was only like 40 seconds long. Then we got a promo for Fiend's Johnny Rakis and his signature line. This one has almost zero shots, pictures, or anything. Actually, the only thing that you get showing like a detail shot, which is kind of not detail, is this right here. So you have to look on their website and see more, because all you get here is riding. But Johnny's riding is always amazing. We the People sponsoring the stream today. Hit them up. Let them know. If We the People wants to sponsor the stream, they can do so. Next up, we've got a bike check from Colony with Joe Battaglia. He built up a new bike, and here is the list of the parts on it. Then we've got a day in the life with Natalia Diem from Lux BMX. She was in the Olympics. This is like a 15 or 16 minute long day in the life video with her. Next, it's Johnny's frame. What else do you need to know? He rips. He's a good kid. I don't know, maybe what it looks like. When you buy something, you kind of want to, or you're interested in seeing something, you want to know what it looks like. You don't just blindly buy things, especially a frame. Anyways, and also promoting something, you'd feel like you'd want to see the thing that you're promoting, not just the person who signature thing it is. I don't know. When I see something that I potentially want to buy, I kind of want to see it. Anyways, next up, another interview from Swampfest on my channel. Ben Ward talking about breaking into the BMX industry. Ben talking about how he got into the BMX industry and came up learning about, or just kind of doing it, modifying parts in his spare time at work, and then allowing companies to use those parts, and how that kind of guided him on a path to get into the BMX industry. And I wanted to bring up how other people could do the same thing So check this one out if you're interested at all in working in the BMX industry and hearing more of how you could potentially find your way there, because there's a lot of different ways to do it other than just being a rider. So next we got a podcast, Unleashed podcast with Jeremy Malott from Monster, talking about being a BMX innovator and X Games medalist. Check this one out. I feel like Jeremy is a somewhat, not mysterious because I feel like everybody's seen him, but the coverage on him with things like this isn't as much as some other people. So if you want to learn some more about him, this is a great place to do it. Kurt, if you're arguing that it's a Fiend and it's Johnny's you buy, you like, that's just an argument to say that most BMX frames are the same thing because you just know what you're going to get. Oh, just kidding. That's the last thing we had to talk about this week, but let's just... Yeah, there's the Swamp Woman video. So that's it for this week's BMX news. That being said, thank you to the 25 people now tuning into the news. Don't normally have that much, so thank you. We'll be back Friday next week for another BMX news video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Subscribe here if you haven't yet, and go watch some Swampfest stuff and make your plans to be there next year because it is a great time. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Can't be the end. Maybe we'll see you not tomorrow, later today for another video. I don't know. I've got 3 months worth of videos and I got to figure out what to do with them. So if you see this all the way to the end, let me know your thoughts on what I should do if I have 3 months of videos already filmed that can be edited and a lot of stuff to get put out. Because what you see now that's riding stuff from like Rays and Chang and all that happened 3 months ago. And it's only going to get crazier with the more events because I got lots of videos from Swampfest, which pushes other stuff back. We may end up posting 2 videos a day for a while. I don't know yet. It's a lot of work. We'll see. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.